And chat, we are live. Okay, awesome. Wait, does chat work? God, I hope chat works.
Let's find
But yeah,
out.
Misadventures was a ton of fun.
A one, a two,
Welcome
a three.
to the table. There you go. Yes, chat works. Yes.
Sound seems good.
So very happy about that. We got a Doth, and there we are. I mean, the vibes are gonna get so much more urgent the moment that I switch up the music. But yes, we are back with Allatour, which is super cool. Yeah, we're going to be running away from, and also thank you again for Emmy. I don't think we've shown this off yet so far. This is the redesign of the combat section, which looks incredible. As always, thank you so much, Emmy from Forge of Lore. I'm going to be saying that a lot the next couple of weeks because she is facelifting the entire channel. Emmy is the Atlas. Thank you. Yes, this is the map. Here is the tornado. Get ready. But yes, Misadventure was super fun, and thank you guys so much for supporting. Kate and I texted Kate this morning, and I was like, that was such a fun time, and she was like, yo, fuck it, I know. Like, it was so good.
It's so fun to watch.
Welcome back to the well.
Yeah, I could, honestly, I told you this, but I could tell you guys were having fun. So that made it even more fun to watch.
Oh, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And yeah, Simpleton was a lot of fun to design. I didn't have to design a lot, which is kind of nice. But the idea of it being like, oh, that's the district where like you go if you're a nerd. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a nerd for dweebs.
It's the nerd district.
Oh, yeah.
Street.
Street.
I also can't tell you how much fun I had describing the Magic Eyes' special power of taking information and putting it into their brains by looking at symbols. That made me so happy to write. It's like a superpower.
Unseen power in the arbor.
Exactly, yes. Is there anything else before we hop right into it, so I can switch up the music and then we can get it racing? Is there anything to date the video? Anything? Oh yeah, track Taylor Swift's private jet. I don't know if you. I mean, are you guys aware that she's trying to sue like an 18-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's such a tortured poet.
Yeah. Moss, you're muted, by the way.
Who? Sorry, what?
Taylor Swift is trying to sue an 18-year-old for tracking the movements of her private jet, which is a fully legal thing to do, by the way.
I mean, you could sue anybody for anything in America.
Yeah, but
this person also did it to Elon Musk, and Elon Musk also sued. So it's like,
and it's just a matter of pettiness, because what most mega rich people do is like sell their jet in name to some company or whatever, so that people can't track them specifically. So she could very easily just do that if she wants people to stop tracking that she's taking 18-minute flights that are 22-minute car rides. Like,
oh my god,
it really is.
I was there being like, that's a little creepy that you're tracking it, and then I was like, what the fuck? Why are you taking 20 minutes?
Isn't she? She's the number one CO2 emitter for the past 2 years. She's had the most carbon emissions for the past 2 years.
Yes.
But she's a girl boss.
Granted, she's been really busy. She's been everywhere.
22-minute car rides.
That's terrible.
You also gotta wonder, see, like, because in my brain,
but I wonder how much of it is just her like traveling between countries too. You know, because she.
Well, they were in the same. I think it was like in the same city. Like it was it was to a larger airport to a smaller like more residential airport. It's a really weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's also super strange because you gotta think about the fact that they need to get air clearance. So for some of those shorter flights, it was probably longer to get on the plane than it would be just to get in a car and drive there.
I've been everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
It's okay, guys. She's gonna go to the Super Bowl.
What was that guy?
Sorry. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like about any of this.
I can't wait for us
frustrating.
To be destroyed by the.
I don't give a shit. If you're a Swiftie, come find me. Like, come at me.
No.
Hey,
you heard her. Go find her.
It cuts to like missing for 8 days.
Rulebook optional. Never
not me.
live again.
I'm built different. Nah, but who do we think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
Who's playing?
Swam blam.
I forgot that it was happening. Several times.
Super Bowl
this week.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I
it's-
several times I went, oh, did that happen already?
Lamar Jackson failed us. He failed us.
Who is he and what'd he do?
Okay, excellent. So basically, Taylor Swift's boyfriend plays for the Chiefs, and a couple weeks ago,
Yes.
they were playing a team, like basically it was the game that was deciding if the Chiefs were going to go to the Super Bowl or not, and apparently, like, the entire NFL rallied around the opposing team's quarterback, Lamar Jackson, and they were like, save us, Lamar Jackson. I don't root for your team, but I'm rooting for you. It was actually pretty wholesome to
Aw.
see, and they lost, so.
Yeah.
I think that's a
It's
little.
the-
That's weird though to me. Just like
Yeah.
everybody's like, I'm gonna make it my whole personality just to like boo this one woman in a stadium instead
Yeah.
of just watching my football game.
Yeah, man, it's
Like-
just fucking weird. But do y'all
Like,
like it?
wow, I'm sure your wives love that.
Yeah. But, honey, I only drink beer and eat mac and cheese. You know this.
And hate Taylor Swift.
Okay. Well, well, as we're talking about, speaking of Swift, are y'all ready to play some D&D and run away from tornadoes?
What a segue.
We
Yeah.
hear like a Discord notification, and she's like, "All right, I'm ready to join."
Speaking about
I took a 10-minute flight here.
Well, time. Well,
The
everybody-
Discord?
I don't know. Who knows?
time to add Taylor Swift in the description of this video.
No.
Add her to the list of people that we follow on TikTok. Put her right underneath Young Gravy.
No, I refuse. As the person who runs on TikTok, I refuse.
Understandable. Okay. So, but we all ready to hop in?
Yes.
We all want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, everybody, please join me for a deep and cleansing breath. Sound good?
Yes.
All right, then please join me.
Peace.
And everything after the breath is canon. The music stopped.
Fuck.
A chase!
Fuck.
Immediately. This night's gonna be all over the place. Guys, you are a stone's throw away from Herb Corte. 3 agonizing days. 4 agonizing nights. Getting your way back to Herb Corte. Amadeus Pavel in tow. You are... You would have expected that. I don't have a description written up if you can't tell. You would have expected this was going to be an easy approach, although Havoc, Chaos, and F have been tracking you the entire time. But keeping your wits about you, sleepless and vigilant for the better part of 80 hours. There's after rabid foxes and running into herds of sheep and having to avoid their attacks in the night, the final obstacle that you guys need to overcome is a tornado. Courtesy of the weather roll by, I think it was Darby? I can't exactly remember.
Yes,
you rolled
it
a
was.
tornado.
I'm sorry.
And so now
It's
there
okay.
are 2 options. You will either succeed in this mission and successfully deliver Amadeus Pavel with your party in tow, or this tornado will sweep you away, and then you just gotta trust me going forward. That sound good?
Yup.
Okay. Now, is there any rules that we need to go over before we hop in? We already rolled initiative off camera. We already have the order of operations here, but I want to know if there's any rules lawyering that want to happen regarding movement or the tornado or anything else. Moss, what's up?
Yes, actually, you're not allowed to kill us because I said so.
Right. I forgot that was written down in the rules of absolutely.
There's
not.
nothing in the books that says a dog can't play basketball.
A dog can't play D&D. All right. Well, then with that, we can hop right into initiative order. But before we kind of get into that, I will give one moment of communication between you all, acknowledging the fact that Cherie and Hathor both have 2 levels of exhaustion, and if my perception of all of your character sheets was accurate, there are no more spell slots in play. I think everything has been burned, correct? Okay.
I have light.
I have one use of Charm Person, which I'm sure will work on this tornado.
I have 1 channel divinity.
Okay.
And 3 of my reaction things to try and charm people.
And nothing can go wrong.
We are into the dregs. We truly, you guys are at the bottom of the barrel, and we just got to see how it plays out. Is there any communication between Cherie, Cass, and Hawthor before we jump into initiative order?
I will call out, as the tornado approaches closer, I will call out, verifying. What are you verifying, computer? Google updater.
Verify
Okay,
you are playing D&D.
whatever.
Cherie, what a strange thing to say.
Beep boop, ba boop, beep.
You just crash.
Am I a
We
robot?
never see you again. It's the Swifties. They're coming
Oh,
for you.
No! Anyway, sorry. I will call to Cass and Hawthor. Get the Pavels inside. That is all that matters. Ignore these demons behind us.
Move fast as you can.
Okay, good. Hawthor, anything from you?
We do it together.
Okay, incredible. Then, everybody, we can hop right into initiative. Okay, Cherie, with that incredibly rousing speech, you are up first. On the back of your mount, in between Hawthor, Amadeus, and Cass, what do you do?
Okay, so first, I'm gonna contradict what I just said, and I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out the sending stone that we have between the 3 of us, and I would like to load it into my crossbow and look back and fire it at F.
You know I'm gonna let you do that.
Ye
Now,
olde
I would hope
sharing
you
your
would.
Digits.
Yield.
You know what? I'm gonna say. So, would you like that to? All right. So here's what I'm gonna say. You want to load that in, and then because you get the sense that like the ballista worked well for F because she pressed it into the actual bolt. You are just putting a stone into basically what is a slingshot and shooting it back at F.
David and Goliath looking ass.
Okay. With that, quickly just give me. I'm going to say, and this will apply with your exhaustion. Give me a quick sleight of hand check. So the way this is going to work, if you beat a 14, it'll be a free object interaction, and so you'll have your bonus action and your action. If you fail a DC 14, it will take your bonus action to do.
With disadvantage, that's an 8.
That is an 8. It will take your bonus action to do this, but you are able to put the sending stone in, and as you it does sound like a rock coming out of a slingshot as it and you're able to watch as F draws her blade, is able to and catch it and go and just kind of put it into her armor.
Oh shit, sorry. Can we say that before I shot it, I left a message into it? Oh wait, no.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. That's not it. Never mind. Never mind.
We're coming for you, and Cass and Hawthor both hear it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just as I shoot it, I just hold her gaze, and I'm hoping she'll understand what I meant. What I'm doing here.
Faceplate still down. You're able to watch as this respect. You're able to look between the slits and see her eyes staring into yours, and you're able to notice a slight. And she puts the sending stone into her armor as a sign of, I guess, just acceptance of what you wanted to do.
Okay, cool. So that was my bonus action.
Yes, that was your bonus action.
Okay. Then for my action, I'll just dash on the horse, which is 120 feet.
120 feet. Yep.
Right? Because the horse
Absolutely.
is 60. Okay. So I will.
So let me just very quick. Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't want to mess this up. We're gonna put this right here, and then the way that straight left and right movement works is that it's going to take, like, basically you got to follow the hexes essentially, because it takes the same amount of movement to go like diagonal as forward and backwards. And just so you guys know, just to kind of set the scene properly here, a flat plane with whipping wind tearing into you, with clumps of grass and dirt flying around this enormous cyclone that is going to basically orbit around Herb Corte. You see there's an open entrance. There's an open entrance towards the top of the wall and an open entrance to the bottom of the wall. And you get the sense that, like, if you rush up, these drawbridges are going to go up, but they will let you inside if you get there, just as a way of, like, keeping everybody safe. And there are also these little homes and hovels right here. Those kind of like small villages built on the outside of the walls of Herb Corte. Those are not protected by the walls, but are still an option for sanctuary. So, in case you want to go that way.
Okay, I will gun it, I'll get it to the rightmost entrance, just to put some distance between me and this twister.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, like, geez. About, like, here-ish? Was that 120 feet?
That is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You actually get two more hexes.
2 more hexes?
Yep. And Shuri, as you're doing that,
thank
you immediately feel, again, your hair is essentially just sideways as blowing into you. See this tornado beginning to, like, approach, and you haul it on your mount as fast as you possibly can.
That be my turn.
Cool.
Okay, absolutely killer. Next, we are going to do F and Havoc, and we're going to see what Havoc can wreak. God, my own rules are being broken. I have not a clue what to do in this initiative order. What is going to happen here, you are able to watch as, again, not within your threatened area, Hathor. Havoc is going to take their movement to go in between Hathor, Cass, and Amadeus, right here. And F, you got left behind. And then F, you're able to watch as these wolves rush up, and now you have a carriage-sized wolf in between both of you. Again, all of this is kind of moving in perpetuity, where it's like, because you guys are whipping through this, like, Hathor low to the ground right now, difficult terrain for your broom, Amadeus and Cass on the back of Pinecone, his little legs going as fast as he possibly can, and F, mounted on Havoc, gets up right next to you. Cass, I need you to call it right now, heads or tails.
Oh, shit.
Heads.
Oh, sorry, I flipped it bad. Heads? All right. That is tails. Give me an opposed athletics check.
Turn it all on.
Opposed athletics.
Or?
Okay.
Is this an attack?
This is not an attack.
Fuck. Wait.
Do you have your Channel Divinity up?
I
Cass?
do not.
Okay.
I used it and I didn't rest again. So.
I will tell you what you need to beat.
Okay.
You are going to have... That is a very good roll. You're going to have to beat a 26.
You're so great.
Do we feel about an 11?
We have coins in this game. We have coins in this game.
You
We have
have
coins in this
coins in
game.
this
I'm going to flip my coin.
Okay. You have to beat a 26.
Do we feel better about a 9?
Darbs, you are the best sport I've ever seen
Yes.
in my entire life.
Now, let it be known, I did get a 19 on the die, and from the description before, F is a mountain of muscle. Cass, and honestly, Darby, maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing, we will see. As Havoc rocks up right in between both of you, you are able to watch as F, clinging onto the fur of Havoc, jumps from Havoc, sword in hand, and fully hooks onto you, Cass, and tackles you off of Pinecone as you guys and hit the dirt and then roll as you have been dismounted from Pinecone.
Okay.
You're essentially just right here, and F is currently pinning you to the ground, essentially.
Okay.
You are able to watch as F again. Everything's kind of like moving, but again, it's D&D, so like it's a little bit stationary. But we'll get to that in a little bit. As F tackles you to the ground, whipping wind. It's very hard to hear anything. Give me a quick perception check as you feel. Again, she's not going to damage you. This was like her attack this turn, basically. As she grabs you by what leather scraps of armor you have left, your chainmail having been given to Amadeus, and begins just 3 times, not with the intention to hurt you, slams your back into the ground several times.
Ooh. My perception.
8. Staying alive.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
With an 8, you just hear her go. And again, you're not being hurt, but it's just go as it seems like she's frustrated with this. Can you please give me an Arcana check now?
Okay.
And
I feel like I used up all my good luck last time, taking no exhaustion.
And this will be opposed against hers.
Hey,
do you want to go first, or should I go first?
You can go first.
Okay, not a problem. Let me know if you beat a 12.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. All right. No perception check required. After 3 thuds into the dirt, you're able to watch as she takes her hand kind of off of this neck section of your garment, and she slams up her face guard, and you're able to watch as she blinks. Her purple eyes almost turn into the vertical slits of feline eyes before she blinks, and her eyes return to normal, and she goes, and you're able to hear this now that her face is totally exposed. You see Cherie's face, big scar across half of it, go, "What a cheap fucking trick!" And she is then going to that being her movement.
She thought you were Amadeus.
She is going to get up and fully disengage from you. And Cass, you can take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Huh! I would fucking love to, man.
Okay.
Oh.
And also, you're not technically prone. You're able to stand back up. So you can take an attack of opportunity. What do you want to do?
Am I allowed to do Eldritch Blast for an attack of opportunity, or does that have to be a physical attack?
Fuck it all out. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I will.
Hi.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, Eldritch
Eldritch
Blast.
Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Haha. 23.
23. I will let you know right now. F, being in full plate armor, has an AC of 20. But you are able to... Now, don't worry, she also has weaknesses here, but but as you are kind of getting up and you see F, shield in hand now, sword in hand, begin running along the same path that Amadeus and Pinecone would go down, how do you kind of hit F in the back?
As for Cassiano has for so long in our recent adventures not been doing any of the warlock shit and only been doing the paladin shit, and just in this it's been a long 3 days and just is back to the first instinct, first impulse, and just flings his hand out from his side, and just this sort of wine sangria colored glittery blast goes flying out and nails her straight in the back.
You are
Guys,
able... what's up?
we're all different shades of purple and pink.
It
Guys.
digs deep into her armor, and she is... go ahead and roll damage. She is wounded from that, which even she wasn't expecting.
She takes 1 point of force damage. Casseroles are back, baby.
She stops. She stops, and you watch her head kind of cock aside, and you see a health bar appear. There, Hawthor, what are you doing?
All good.
Can I? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Can I fly over with? Can I make it? Hang on. Can I make it to Pinecone and Amadeus, or no?
Okay, interesting rules concerning the broom. The sky is currently difficult terrain, but you are currently low to the ground. You're basically beneath 10 feet. These wolves are very tall, at least 20 feet tall. If you would like to go over Havoc to get to Amadeus and Pinecone, if you would like to go above 20 feet in the air, you are, depending on how close you are to the tornado, you will have to make strength saving throws or be sucked into the tornado.
Can I find another way?
You can always just go
I
back.
have a +0 to that saving throw, so
You can always just go back and around. Yeah.
I'd like to go back in a ramp, please.
Okay.
Sorry, I started to hyperventilate there.
No problem. Please give me an opposed acrobatics check, as Havoc's action, which held, is to keep you on this side of Amadeus and Pinecone.
I'm gonna use my Hathor dice.
Okay.
Do you believe in life? Fuck. We have coins, right?
We do have coins.
I
Yes.
can hear something.
You have
I
to
rolled
beat
a 1.
You have to beat.
I rolled a 1,
15.
so
okay.
I'm flipping that coin.
Not a problem.
Is this acrobatics?
Yeah, acrobatics check.
Okay. 15.
15 meets it, beats it, as you were able to watch as Havoc tries to jump and like body block you and slow down to like keep you separated from Amadeus and Pinecone, and Havoc is unable to get it done as you can just fly right over to Amadeus and Pinecone.
I'm going to holster my broom, jump onto Pinecone, grab the reins, and do my channel divinity.
Okay.
And so in a 30 feet, every undead has to make a wisdom saving throw of, I think, 14.
Okay.
Or they are frightened of me.
Okay.
They turned, they must flee.
Understood. What I need you to move your Hathor and your broom token right now, because it's going to be very important what side of Amadeus and Pinecone you're on. You in the left side or the right side?
I'm on top of Pinecone.
I'm
riding him.
So you're right.
I still cast his seat.
So you're basically right. So you're right here then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And can I move Pinecone? No, Pinecone's already moved.
Pinecone is going to act on Cass's. Didn't move yet. I just messed up the initiative order. We'll act on Cass's initiative.
Can I don't know if I can with Channel Divinity going, but I want to like lean down and hold my arm out to Cass to like, as we go by, to help him up on Pinecone, and then I'm steering Pinecone to Cass.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
know.
wanna
I'm scared.
Okay, not a problem at all. So your broom in your hand. What's up?
Would the Pinecone would be faster without me on him, correct?
Pinecone's initiative. Pinecone's speed does not get altered depending on how many people are riding him.
Okay, cool.
You'll-
I'm on. Just the little trembling legs.
Beast of burden. He's a beast of burden.
It's a beautiful boy.
Exactly.
Cool. Then you know what? I'm gonna stay on my broom.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on my broom, but I'd like to get like here, if that's possible.
Okay, not a problem
To
at all.
like, to be like close. I'm like right next to Amadeus, but I'm getting ready to help Cass or whatever.
Okay. Okay, so just so I have the order of operations correct here,
Yes.
You're right next to Pinecone. You're ready to help Cass. What is it? What is the action economy here to use your channel divinity?
I think it's an action, so if I can't help Cass, that's totally fine.
It's
It's not, but
Well, okay. So I will say right now that it can either be you can use your action to like get Cass back onto Pinecone, or you can use your channel divinity.
I'm gonna use my channel divinity.
Okay, got it. All right,
And
wisdom.
hopefully, yeah.
Okay, wisdom saves a 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Havoc and Chaos first. Havoc. That is going to be 14 on the die.
Fuck.
That bounced forever. I need to stop using the silicone dice. Chaos. Fails.
Okay.
F. Natural 20. Chaos. being on the opposites. Now, again, the reason why I said that position was very important. The rules, as stated, as said last time, you are able to watch as. So, what does this channel divinity look like?
It is a glowing, like it gathers up my arm and I clench it, and almost like a bomb going off in my fist. It's this explosion of hot pink flames that scatter out and light up 30 feet around me.
Okay, got it. Also, I just realized, if you have a purple name in chat, we can't read your name.
Oh no, it's Emmy. It's Emmy.
Hello, Emmy.
Emmy!
That is a
She can't control.
It's a slight
I
oversight.
did that. Fuck.
Emmy looks great, by the way.
Thank you, Emmy.
This sudden flash of pink fire emerges, and you're able to watch as it ignites some of the fur on Chaos's large canine head, and Chaos goes, "Ah, ah," and it was just in an immediate flash of animal instinct begins fleeing off to the west as fast as they can. And I'll make this easy and say that Chaos is effectively removed from this battle because we'll see, because it's a dash of 100 feet, so he's 100 feet behind you guys now, which I actually need to trace out. Hold on, wait. About 100 feet. Jesus fucking Christ.
Goes my
There goes my dog.
My doggo.
Okay, 100 feet away.
Dog do?
That's exactly 100 feet.
dog doing?
Perfect.
the dog?
And Hathor, give me a perception check really fast.
Okay.
You're so wise.
Ooh, I am. That is going to be a 24.
With a 24, as you look over to see, Havoc is able to bury his nose kind of into this like upturned dirt and withstand this blast, and you're able to watch as faceplate now back down, Sherry's face no longer visible, a flash of some green magic across the ripples of it, as if she had an easier time withstanding that. And you remember back to what Sherieto Pavalakwa said, which was, it won't be so easy next time. It seems that even though it benefit, and I'm not saying that like she just passes automatically, but it almost seems she has been bolstered against such magics in a way that's a little bit easier for her. Make sense?
Okay.
And Hathor, waiting there. Any more movement?
Can I then whip around to the other side where between Havoc and Pinecone is?
With 10 feet of movement, I will say that if you want to just fly right over and get to here, I'll allow that.
So I couldn't be like here.
No, well, again, it's hexes, so it's a little bit difficult, but yeah, essentially.
Cool, yeah, I don't want Havoc to be able to have a clear sight on Amadeus, basically.
Okay, you can't effectively body block, but you can do the best you can.
Okay, cool.
Okay, then now we move down to Cass. Cass, what are you doing?
Okay, I am going to... Am I prone on the ground?
You are not prone on the ground. You are standing back up.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to take... Is it 10 feet to get back to Pinecone from where I am?
It would be 10 feet of movement to get back to Pinecone.
Okay, I'm going to get on to Pinecone with 10 feet of movement. So that leaves me... Would the remaining movement, is it mine for Pinecone, or does Pinecone still have 30 regular
Pinecone would have a
movement?
fresh 30 feet or a 60-foot dash.
That is so kind of you. I am going to say to Hathor, get going fast as you can. And I'm going to take my 60 feet of movement to get... Well, that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I have a thing that only works if you're 30 feet away from me.
I gotta move, though, dude. I gotta get done.
If you can get around like her threatened area, like mayhaps.
There's a lot of tokens in this one little area.
There's too many.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, I'm going to go over there. So that'll be...
Excuse me?
Where was that? That was by... God, I can't... okay, I'm by this plant.
Yeah,
Okay.
that plant.
Okay.
I'm by this plant.
I'm by this plant.
I'm by this plant. Everything's fine.
Okay.
And I am
fine.
going to try and I'm going to try and put Amadeus away from F.
You're trying to
Amadeus.
what is it called? Like I think the name is a Chinese fire drill, but like while the car is
Yes.
moving.
Yeah.
Trying to jump
But and I am also going to gosh. Am I allowed to hold a bonus action?
What do you want to do?
I want to take my 50 feet of hempen rope, and in case anyone goes flying, I just want to be ready to toss the end of it into the air in hopes that maybe someone
Wait.
can catch it.
Wait, we had a whole plan and we were gonna tie a rope to each other. Wait, no.
I don't think we should all hold on to a rope. I think that would end poorly. I think that would end
No,
with
we
all
just
of us in the tornado.
clothesline them. We clothesline our bad guys.
It's like Walking Dead. Wait, so you don't want to tie it to yourself? You want to hold a bonus action to just throw rope
Well,
in
okay.
the air?
When you say it like that.
Well, I would.
It was a solid
And here's the
plan.
thing, I'll fully allow it, absolutely. I just want to reaffirm what you're telling me. Does that make sense?
I am going to take this opportunity now that I've had the opportunity. Wow, I cannot speak. Now that I've thought twice about it, I am instead going to use my bonus action, if I can, tie the rope around me. But then if she gets me, she gets Amadeus, and that's worse. I'm just gonna tie the rope to me, just in case he's, for whatever I decide to do with it.
Okay, not a problem.
Get to see
You
what it is.
riding on Pinecone again. This insane storm coming towards you, and you decide to tie a little belt just around yourself. Absolutely excellent.
Yep. Just gotta get snatched in the middle of this situation.
Yeah.
This is what I wear on the day
Leave
to
no
college.
crumbs.
I like to wear a belt to make sure my waist is accentuated.
And that is my turn.
Okay, that is your entire
Slay.
turn. Perfect. We then cut right on back to Chaos, who has to use, if they re-enter your range, what happens? They have to make the save again?
I don't know. It's not clear. Damn, I had a dream when you
Well, okay, so here's a better question. Does the channel divinity last for a certain amount of time, or is it like a one-time use?
It lasts for here's the thing. They're turned for a minute or until they take any damage. So he's still frightened of me for a minute.
Oh, okay, so we can't move closer to you.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
But the people who succeeded, they're done. Like they're good.
Okay, so F and Havoc are in the clear, so it's just Chaos, and we're just gonna say that Chaos is gonna take the long way home and just gonna start like basically moving around the outside of the combat map, which largely shouldn't be an issue for you guys, but that just communicating what's going on there. And you just see Chaos taking the long way home. There we go.
Whoa.
That sound good?
There he goes.
There it goes.
F is like just watching one of the mounts run away, as F also hasn't slept for 4 days. I'm sorry, three days and 4 nights at this point either. And then we move down
He
to the
bravely
tornado.
ran away.
Let me just get over the tornado real quick. Boop, bada boop, bada boop.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's okay. You don't have to do that. It's okay.
As said before, when we were parceling out this battle, the tornado
Yes.
moves 60 feet around.
I forgot it was that big.
And that's need to measure things out really quickly. Just don't worry about it. To Cherie, you are just outside of a range where you'd have to make a check, and everybody else is clear. Okay.
Big boy.
Perfection. With that, we then go back to the top of the initiative order. So, Cherie, what are you doing?
Okay. What is the range we don't want to be of the tornado?
60 feet for bad stuff, 40 feet for terrible stuff.
Okay. Jesus. I'm gonna see you cast tie a rope around himself. It's just like, I don't know the logic there, but that seems sound, and I'm gonna take a bonus action and do the same thing.
Cherie, in this moment, you have your priorities straight. You get snatched. Your waist looks great.
Yeah. and I want to leave some, like, I don't get quite snatched. I want to leave some slack for allies to well, I guess anyone can grab, but ideally for Cass or Hathor to grab on. Sorry.
That was very
and
funny.
and I guess I will take my action to dash another 120 feet. Hey, Owlbear, if you want to, thank you, dear. Let's see. Oh, wow. Jesus, sorry. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna hold my action to dash. I'm gonna wait until Hathor and Cass pass me to dash. So I'm gonna stay put where I am. Can we say it's an object interaction to get snatched?
Give me a sleight of hand check and beat a 14.
Come on, man.
With disadvantage.
14.
14? It is an object interaction to get snatched.
Cherie is proficient in getting snatched.
Getting snatched.
Okay.
Bonus action, I'm just gonna huck a blood curse of bloated wait. Hold on. Please hold. I might huck a blood curse of bloated agony, but let me just see real quick what
and
drugs
on the mound,
I
Cherie
have.
is winding up. She... No, I'm gonna huck a blood curse of bloated agony at F. Okay.
So she has disadvantage. I'll write it down. I'll remind you, disadvantage on strength and dex checks. And if she makes more than one attack, she takes 1d8 necrotic damage.
That is very smart. Again, you see like you begin to see like skin begin to pop out of the gaps in her like heavy chrome plated armor, and she goes, "Again?" Because this is the second time that you've done this to her. She just
It's like she's had 5 ramens in a row.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of sodium.
Instant ramen, the sodium's made her so bloated.
She yells out and she goes, "It's itchy. I don't like this. Stop it." Oh god. This is a recurring villain of the campaign, and she hates it when things are itchy. Okay. Cherie, excellent. Bloated Curse of Agony. Let me know. She's coming up right next, so you can remind me of that if she does anything fucked. Yeah. And anything else?
That's it. I'm holding my action to dash when Chaos and Hathor pass me.
Okay, absolutely awesome. Holding your action to dash, we then go down to F and Havoc's turn. F approaches Pinecone, Cass, and Amadeus, kind of like peeking at that trajectory, and is going to take essentially, also we'll say it's 20 feet of movement, and rush directly down to where Pinecone, Cass, and Amadeus are. And in doing that,
fuck.
Okay, thank God. When I see the measuring tool come out, I just assume I'm about to lose. Okay, give me 1 second here because I need to look something
Now you know
up.
how we feel.
I whispered to Amadeus, "Hold on to my rope belt."
He goes,
snapped.
You see, he goes, "There's a tornado!" He's just 5 minutes behind on
God,
everything.
he's so stupid.
So fucking useless. Yes, well, we needed another useless man.
Kate, you can roll that necrotic damage. F is taking 2 attacks this turn.
Is she now? That's not allowed.
Hey, everybody, I'm back.
I'm Pinecone.
Oh my god.
That's, 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, 2 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Again,
The
just kind
goal
of
is not to kill her. The goal is to survive.
bleeding her. And Cherie, give me a quick perception check. As that as like her muscles begin to kind of like degrade as they pop out of her armor. Yep.
Bestie?
I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Oh,
Take a
Disadvantage.
picture of that. Take a
picture
picture
of that, first and foremost.
fam.
well,
Fuck yes. You gotta get something spicy for that.
I'm gonna tell you 2 things right now. It gets 2 nat 20s, and That's... Oh my god, that's absolutely insane. The first thing that I'm going to tell you right now is you look and you're able to notice more scar tissue right around, again, like the gaps of her armor, the skin that's poking out, and you realize that some of it's similar to yours, Shuri, where it's like, you know, that kind of pink wrinkly skin that kind of grows over. It doesn't hurt, it's just kind of like it's a remnant of what's there, but you're able to notice some different scars as well. And I'm gonna say with 2 nat 20s, you look over and you see the same thing on Havoc, and you're able to notice some sections that you guys wounded have healed back. Fur has regrown, skin has regrown, similar to that. But with F and Havoc, you're able to see these gray scars, like across, like certain very small sections of skin with F and very small sections of skin with Havoc. And Shuri, you're able to recognize that although F and Havoc are like deep within vampirism, they are able to heal from a great amount of physical injuries. Radiant damage lowers their max HP, and that is permanent. That doesn't get undone. That's number one. Number two, Shuri, the mystery of the kinship with this person still remains. And you're not in, again, it has not been discussed, not one word of it, in 3 days and 4 nights that you saw her for the first time. But immediately you know that through all the differences between you and her, you are able to look at her and you see, well, you see yourself, but you also see a monster. And not in the way of like the metaphorical sense. F is a true vampire. F is at the highest tier of vampirism, and with 2 nat 20s, you would know that F can be dropped to 0 hit points, but F can only be permanently killed in the ways that would kill a traditional vampire, which, Sherry, you would know, wooden stakes, running water, decapitation. Decapitation from magical or silver weapons. I want to make that very clear. Get the guillotine.
Aha.
Okay. Pinecone dies.
No!
That's the sad part that I wanted to follow up with. Immediately, you watch as F pulls out her longsword and striding forward to meet you. As Cass, you look back and give Amadeus the rope as he goes like, oh, okay. As he holds onto it, you are able to watch as and F jams her longsword directly into the neck of Pinecone, and Pinecone pops into leaves and dirt and gravel that is quickly and sucked away by the tornado.
Shit.
Oh
hell,
as
man.
we go on.
There we go.
He can come back. He can come back. He can come back.
come back.
He can come
I
back
just
once a day.
wish you were here.
And then F looks over at Amadeus and immediately goes, he looks back at the tornado and goes, "You with me now, come here." And that is F's entire turn, as she cannot do anything else.
Oh, gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Yes, what's up?
I know I said I was holding my action to dash to when
After
Cass
Hopper,
and Heather pass me. Can I use it now, and can I try and trample F?
You want
the
to
horse.
try to trample? You know what? That is so cool that I will fully allow that.
We're about to lose both horses.
How the fuck does this work?
Hell yeah.
Because she doesn't have a mount, right? It's just her.
Doesn't have a mount, just her.
Yeah.
So it'd be a flat roll, and I want you to give me, I'll say it can either be an attack roll or an athletics check. We're working on your action now to just run her down with the horse.
I'll make an attack roll because I don't have disadvantage on those yet with exhaustion. What kind of attack?
Okay.
Melee, unarmed strike, crossbow,
We'll say it's unarmed strike.
greatsword.
That makes sense.
Unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stomp her to death with your hooves.
It was very fun to kick a child as a horse.
24.
24. F.
Hell yeah.
F says, "You come with me now." And Cass, you look to the side of your eye, and it's like Battle of the Bastards. You see Cherie drift her mount and begin hauling it towards
the to be continued music starts playing.
Cherie, roll 1d6 for me as turning around in a stunning display of chivalry. Your mount, we'll say, just kind of knocks into F. I'll say F gets a little bit of knockback from that, and slamming into. You hear as F goes flying to the side, and F goes prone. F goes prone in the dirt, face down, as Cherie just ran F down like a dog in the streets.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5 on the d6.
You have a 5 on d6. That's 5 points of bludgeoning damage to F.
Yeah.
Okay. That was F's turn. So,
Yeah.
We now go down to Havoc. And Havoc is going to, without proper instruction, is going to look to Hathor, who just flew around them, and is going to make, actually, give me 1 second just to make sure. Pack Tactics does not apply, which is a good thing for you, and is going to take an attack on you, Hathor. But actually,
It's okay. You can attack me.
give me this is going to be athletics versus acrobatics, and I need you to make 2 of them, okay?
Do I have disadvantage on these?
So you're going to have disadvantage on acrobatics checks. And we're gonna do 2 of these. So I'm gonna tell you what you need to beat. Okay, that's very good for you. You need to beat an 11.
I rolled a 16 and a 17.
Okay, you beat that 11.
Plus 4.
Noise.
After that first one is done, Havoc jumps up and goes, and attempts to, with their teeth, latch onto your broom and rip it out from under you.
No.
Havoc can't- Now, Havoc.
I bop him on the nose.
Here's the thing: Havoc can't break it, but like essentially he's trying to rip it out from under you. I need you to give me another acrobatics versus athletics here. I'll tell you what you got to beat. Okay, you're gonna need to beat a 16.
Oh, one of them fell out. Oh, but it was a nat 20. But nope. Okay. Yeah. That is going to be. How do we feel about an 8?
How do you feel about an 8?
An 8.
Hathor?
I rolled a natural 20 outside the box and then a 4 inside the box.
Hathor, you've been naked many times. Never have you felt more naked than right now, as Havoc's front, 4 teeth are able to latch onto your broom and with one strong whip of his head, tear your broom out from under you, as you are just gonna go tumbling. You don't go prone, but you do go tumble, because you're not that high up, but you do go tumbling down into the grass. And with Havoc now broom in their jowls, goes and just begins running away with your broom. And with Havoc's movement, runs right up next to F.
I get an opportunity attack,
You would
right?
get an opportunity attack with broom in mouth.
No, I will I'm sorry, Cherie. I'm going to kill your vampire twin. I'm sorry.
I don't know this bitch. You can kill her. I
She
don't
just
care.
looked like
I miss with the attack. It's fine, though.
Okay, but with F and Havoc, that is their turns. Hathor, what do? You are broomless.
Broomless. Oh my god, your speed is halved. Fuck.
Fucking hate this. This sucks.
Wait, speed is
this
halved?
sucks. Cause I'm exhausted, Drew.
Because we got 2. Because second level of exhaustion is your speed is halved. First
Okay.
level.
You did this.
Yeah. You did this.
You did
I can move. Do you see that? That's how far I can move.
I will say that you are able to move 20 feet because I'll say we'll round up for that halved movement.
Can I jump? Can I jump 40 feet?
Vertical leap.
Okay. Can you jump
40 feet?
40 feet?
8 foot vertical leap.
Okay, where do you want to go? Okay, so how much?
I'm gonna do a sacred flame at I'm gonna do a Sacred Flame. Here's the thing. It's a dex saving throw. And since F is prone, would you give her disadvantage on it?
I would, yes.
Then I shoot a Sacred Flame at F.
At F, okay, not a problem. And also,
14,
by the way,
gotta beat a
Allatour,
14.
doing that, talking about those disadvantages that F would have. Dexterity is F's weakest stat.
Oh.
Kill, because my only damage and cantrip is dex based.
With a +1 on disadvantage, only gets a 6. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d8 radiant damage,
2d8.
right?
And her HP max is reduced by half of that damage.
Thought that was a 7. It's a 1. It's fine. That's 5 points.
5 points. Okay,
Radiant
got
damage.
it. But you can see that.
And then.
Oh, okay. What's up?
No, that's it. That's all it does.
5 points. That would be 7. Okay. And let me actually just get my F card real quick and make sure that I have that HP total reduced. Okay. We got fun new mechanics for Allatour. We got vampire stuff. And immediately as that sacred flame hits into F, she picks her head up, looks to you, Hathor, and goes, and vampiric fangs pop out of her top.
I show her all of my pointed teeth. It's just all.
That's a lot of them. Okay.
And then I'm going to 20 feet, run over. Can I jump next to her? This really
you
sucks.
can. Well, here's the thing. You can run 20 feet and just get right there.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pull out my rapier and just hold it over her throat.
She looks at you with the with your natural empathy, Hathor, with the look in her eyes of a soldier that is not afraid to lay down her life.
I'd like to taunt her a little bit.
Okay. What do you want to say?
I look into her eyes and I just say, you know, I really can't tell the difference between you and the other dog here. Do you bark for your master too? And then, yeah.
That
I'm
sounds
pissed.
suggestive.
All of my threats are suggestive.
She looks back at you and says, "We have something in common. We're good at following orders." And that's truly. Hey, it's the herb
I
Corteo.
spit at her. I'm mad.
Oh,
What the? Ew. That is not one of my kinks.
The energy in this session is so fucking all over the place. Imminent death is coming for all of you, and she just swallowed your spit. Okay.
It burns her a little
She's
bit.
like, ah!
I'm like heat damage.
Okay, so with that, Hathor, is that your turn?
Can I bite her as a bonus action?
Okay, so Cass, what are you doing?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
My broom! Cass, get on my broom and fly away with
It is
Oh,
currently in the
man.
mouth of a giant
It's
dog.
in the dog's mouth.
It's in the dog's mouth.
It's in the
I
dog.
hate
It's
What
this
gonna
dog?
dog.
shred me, man.
Drop it! Drop it!
I look back at the broom in Havoc's mouth, and it does cross Cass's mind to try and go get it. And I look at Amadeus, and he's such a stupid, useless guy. I'm just like, shit, man. And I'm going to use my action to dash, my full movement, to go 60 feet this direction. Next to that plant is where I am going.
Okay.
Here.
And we're gonna say that Amadeus is stuck to you like glue and will move alongside you.
Yep. I grab him by the clothes and I'm like, we're running faster than you're used to, and we go.
Ah, my legs, they're tired. He starts running behind you.
My leg.
My leg.
I got a Charlie horse.
And I try to keep him on my right so that I'm closer to F and Havoc than he is.
Okay, absolutely understood. More than okay. That is your action. Is there anything else? You're muted.
That is
Whose phone is ringing?
I think that's
my phone.
Yeah.
The call's coming from within the
That's
house.
Inside the house.
like,
I-
get back here.
The other thing I do, I take Amadeus's hand and I make sure that he's holding my rope belt, and that's all.
Yes, he is. He's like, I don't want to touch you.
Too bad, you're gonna blow away.
He runs behind you.
Listen here, you dumb bitch. Do you want to die or do you want to?
Bastard.
Useless man. Useless.
Useless.
And then after
God, there's
cast,
nothing I hate more than a useless man.
and then after cast, we then move down to chaos. Okay. I take the long way.
Eastbound
minute.
down, load it up and truck it.
Chaos is just kind of staying.
He can't actively get closer to me.
Okay. There you go.
I just see the little yellow just moving.
For all those watching at home, chaos is all the way down here.
Godspeed, soldier.
Godspeed, chaos. And with that one, you guys just hear.
Oh,
They're
fuck
miles
you.
away. And with that, tornado.
No.
60 feet of tornado movement. All right.
Put that thing back where it came from,
Why
or so help me.
60 feet.
So help me.
Wait, I can zoom
Mike
in here. Wait, hold on.
Wazowski is so mom-coded.
Hold on.
He is a mother.
Wait, hold on. Let's step it back.
He's a mother.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no!
Christ on a fucking bike.
Excellent.
Okay.
Cherie and Hathor.
Okay.
You are both within 40 feet of the tornado. Your efforts to stop F and Havoc have been successful. F and Havoc and the broom are just outside of that 40-foot range.
Fuck.
As the tornado continues to roil around.
Looks like Les Jolies is blasting off again.
You look up at the tornado, and it is a straight wall of imminent death encroaching upon you. If you didn't know, if this thing touches you, you just get blown away immediately. Like, there is no save you could possibly make to go against that. Given you are both within 40 feet, I had this written down previously. You both need to now make a strength save of DC 17, or you're going to be sucked into the tornado and removed from the combat.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Shri, could you go first, please?
We don't have disadvantage on this. Level 2 disadvantage is just for ability checks, it's not for saving throws.
Yes, it is.
We do have coins in this game. Strength save, DC 17?
DC 17, yes.
DC 17, okay.
I'm actually going to stop the music. Hold on, wait, before you roll. Hold on.
Oh, no, come on,
I'm
man.
stopping the music.
Oh, come on, man.
DC 17.
Okay. $18.
18.
This is a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah. Can I haven't flipped my coin yet. Can I give Hathor my coin to flip if she needs it?
That is
As
the
a help.
longest silent pause I've ever taken. We're gonna leave that down to a coin flip. Heads for yes and tails for no.
Okay.
Because that's because I love players wanting to help each other, but also there has to be some kind of
Yeah, yeah,
danger.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna see tails for no, heads for yes. What's up?
Or counter. I'm willing to give up my action to help Hathor by reaching out my hand to pull her onto the horse, or give her the rope to hang on to grab onto. Which would you rather?
I say give me some danger.
Well, let's strike a deal here.
Oh no.
If you would like to give up your... It is so intense now that the music is gone. If you would like to give up your action to help... So, Hathor, did you roll that dice yet?
I did.
What'd you get?
I got a 14.
You got a 14. Hathor just failed the strength save.
Yes.
If you give up your action, I will allow you to roll for Hathor to stop her from being sucked into the tornado.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
And may I-
It is canon.
Yep.
You move very fast and you're very big.
You're so cool.
Okay.
And may I apply my coin to this if the outcome is not what I wish?
I'm going to say for the tension of it, this
Mhm.
will be a one roll only
Okay.
save.
Okay. Wait, am I adding my
It's
modifier?
your strength save modifier, yes.
That is a 19.
That is a 19! Holy shit, let me get the music back on. So immediately, as the tornado is coming in and the winds are picking up, it's 80, 90 mile an hour winds. Cherie, you drop to one knee immediately. Your incredible weight, you get as low to the ground as possible. Hathor, you are on, you're on F, and your rapier is pointed directly at like the base of their neck, and you are able to watch as like F begins getting up. F grabs onto your leg and just momentarily tosses your foot out from under you, and the moment that you're no longer planted on the ground, you immediately fold and begin to... And well, here's the thing, you're comfortable flying. You're not flying via your own control as you begin to be sucked away into the tornado. Cherie, you see this happening with Hathor. What do you do?
I loosen the rope around my waist to give more slack. And similarly to how Cass saved Cherie at the Harvest Festival, I want to do that same thing for Hathor and toss the rope out and tie a quick knot and toss it out and hoping to catch like her wrist or her ankle.
I would just say that Hathor can just grab it because that's basically impossible to do.
That too. Yeah.
How the fuck did you lasso me in a tornado?
And you know what? To make this even more interesting, Hathor, you are involuntarily moved to here. As Cherie, this rope goes out. Hathor grabs on. Again, Hathor, you've been in rigging your entire lives. With the strength of 10 men, you hold on, knowing that death is 10 feet behind you. As Cherie, heels planted, you're being... What's up?
Certain death?
Certain death. As Cherie, you're like tilling the ground as your heels are digging into the dirt. As Hathor, you are trying to one arm over the other, pull yourself as you're horizontal. You're at like a 45-degree angle in the air, flying right now.
Yakety sax starts playing.
Okay.
I'm still on the horse, right? The horse didn't get sucked away.
Yes, you were still on the
The
horse.
horse is so strong. The horse couldn't get sucked in the tornado even if he tried.
Even if he tried.
Oh, the horse is freaking out at this point, but luckily
Yeah.
they raise him right at Herb Corte.
The shit you put me through.
I got rabies. You let me out of here. So that was the tornado's turn, which means we go back to the top of the initiative order with Cherie. Cherie, you just spent your action on that.
Yes.
Bonus action, movement, object interaction.
What would you with my extra economy, what would you classify it to pull Hathor onto the horse?
Onto the horse right now. So here is what I'm going to say. With the horse's movement, so to pull Hathor to you would be an athletics check of DC 18.
Okay.
Which you have disadvantage. The likelihood of you beating that's not that great. However, I will say, you and the horse's strength is strong enough. If you just take your movement to go south or away from the tornado, that would pull Hathor without any check necessary.
Okay, then yes, I will absolutely do that. I can't dash, but the horse has a base 60-foot speed.
Base 60 foot, yes.
Okay, yeah, then I'll go 60 feet. South. If Owly Bear would like, there we go. Okay. I'll head to about there.
Okay, got it.
And buy this plant.
Hathor, your legs are kicking up behind you, and you're being whipped with dirt and grass that's caught up in the cyclone, and you begin like a kite being pulled away from it as Cherie, with both of your arms having to like flex and burst out of your sleeves, hold on as tight as you can and drag Hathor out of here.
And as we're going, I'm just I'm giving affirmations to the horse, being like, You're doing good. You're doing great. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Cherie's track record with horses is
Oh, no.
awful.
Yeah.
But she loves them so much.
Yeah.
She does. She's such a horse girl.
So that was my movement.
Fuck.
I can't. Yeah. Bird skier. Can I? Sorry.
What's
Let me
up?
just. No, I'm just breaking out yield measuring tool. Yeah. Can I hold my bonus action to help Hathor on her turn get onto the horse, or would it be better to hold the bonus action to help Cass?
So, okay, so just to lay it out really quickly.
Yeah.
Hathor, you fall out of the air. You're now back on the ground holding onto the rope. Everything is disheveled. That is insane that you survived that. I'm very impressed. You want to hold your bonus action to help someone onto the horse on their turn.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll just say if anybody wants to use that, you don't have to assign that to a person. Whoever wants to use that can use that. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah, cool. I will do that. Yeah. Yep, that's my turn.
I am fucking amazed that you survived that. I am legitimately...
You and me both! You and me both!
Okay, so that was... Shit, so that was Cherie's turn.
That was my turn.
Got it. So we then go down to F and Havoc. Hold on 1 second. I need to reconfirm some stuff. Okay. Havoc, okay. Alrighty here. Hathor, you can sense it, you can feel it in your bones. F picks your broom from the teeth of Havoc and puts it onto her back. She does not use it. F climbs onto Havoc, and using Havoc's movement, is going to pursue Cass and Amadeus.
They're gonna have to run by me, so I'm doing an attack of opportunity.
Okay, give me an attack of opportunity as they sprint directly past you to fall in on Cass and Amadeus.
Can I do a sacred flame as my attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I'll fully allow that. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, on F.
Okay, go right ahead.
You have to make a dex saving throw.
A dex save,
14.
okay, not a problem. And then, sorry, I was just moving stuff around. That is going to be a 14 on the 14 total.
No damage.
Okay, no damage. And actually, with 100 feet of movement, just so I can make sure this is all correct. So this is going to be all the way down to here.
It's gotta be their full movement.
Yes. So by the way, just so you know, Havoc is using their turn initiative to use the dash action. That's why they can move so fast. So Havoc can't attack now or hold any action. But they directly get in your way. Cass stop, like basically acting as a wall and being like. F just kind of looks down, looks back towards the imminent wall of death, and goes. It doesn't matter if I go in.
Uh-oh. Ow. Ow.
Oh, it won't kill her. I just look at her and I go, great for you!
She looks back to you and says, always so crass.
Always?
You know me?
Okay, and with F's turn, she is going to hold her action for if either of you leave the threatened area of Havoc, basically. Like, of her mount. Does that kind of make sense?
Sorry, one more
You
time?
move that.
What's up? No, what's good?
Will you please move the broom to be with F?
Oh, yes, of course.
I can't bring myself to do it.
Drew, can you repeat what you said just before about leaving the threatened area?
Yes. So right now F is Havoc. So F is currently mounted on Havoc. F is going to hold her action for if Cass tries to leave the threatened area of Havoc or Amadeus.
Okay.
Which then takes us right on down to Hathor. Hathor, you narrowly escaped death. What are you doing?
I think she's just looking. Oh, you fucked me up. You fucked me up so bad. I think she's just gonna. Can she run to Sherry to get on the horse and
Yes.
hold her action until they get closer?
Yes. Absolutely possible. So you want to run to Cherie. Hathor runs to you, Cherie. Any interaction there?
I've been once we've out of danger, I've just been holding out my hand and holding eye contact with you, just waiting for you to come to your senses a little bit.
she's like she takes just, it feels like forever, but it's just like a second, but like her eyes just like glue to the broom, and then she like with effort turns back and charges towards you.
And I
Like
hoist
hand
her.
outreach.
I grab it and hoist her up onto the horse.
She wraps her arms like so tight around you, and you just feel for a second her forehead press into your back as she goes, "Fuck," and then
Okay. All right.
took my broom.
Holding. It'll all come full circle. All you gotta do is trust me.
No,
I got
it's
you.
so
though.
good. You're doing such a great job. You're doing your job. I'm upset. You're doing your job.
Thank you. Okay, so holding your action, Hathor, excellent. Now on the horse with Cherie. So the tornado is not going to envelop anybody here on its next round of movement, but on movement number 4, it's going to sweep across the middle of the map. Just want to let that be known. We then move down to Cass. Cass, what are you doing?
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
So these guys, the doggies, they had sentinel, right? So it didn't matter about disengaging. I was trying to remember how that worked in the fight, or if I'm just remembering that
They
wrong.
did not have Sentinel. No.
Okay. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Well,
Use your brother as a human shield.
yeah, I wished I could. God. Well, I'm going to. Fuck do I fucking do? Because moving around them takes even more movement. I'm not even going to be able
You
to.
could double back and come over here.
Actually, that might be my best bet. Because then I can also get away from
What about the tornado, though?
Oh, right. Fucking shit, man. Drew, you put it together a real puzzle here for me.
It's not at the middle of the map yet, so I think we'd be fine. I don't know.
Okay, wait, because I'm gonna measure the tornado too.
Remember that. Stop
60.
measuring.
Fuck, shit,
Oh.
fuck, shit. Fuck.
I mean, how are you on HP? Can you take attacks of opportunity?
I think I
Like
can.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to take 60 feet of movement,
Can you do the disengage?
but then I can't do 60 feet. Then I can only do 30.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Right.
60 hardly matters anyway because they have so much more movement than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But-
you'll move, and then it'll be Cherie's turn, and then so
That's true. Okay,
and
well,
I'll be going.
I will-
I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will take the attacks of opportunity and take my 60 feet of movement to get right here.
Okay.
And hopefully he doesn't chomp me and keep me right there. And,
Oh.
and I just have to hope.
Okay, excellent. Also, just want to let it be known the horse can only hold 2 people. I just want to.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
broom can also hold 2 people. I'm just letting that be known, just in case any plans are being formulated that involve those things. Darby, is that a good face or a bad face? What kind of face is that?
It's a thinking face.
It's a thinking face.
Okay.
Fuck. Shit. It would be a gamble. I'm gonna undo the movement I did, and I'm looking at this situation and the ways I have out of it, and I want to try, and I'm sure it would be some sort of a pose check. I want to try and take the broom from F.
I was just about to roll an attack of opportunity to cut Amadeus's Achilles heel.
No!
you just saved.
Whatever, dude.
You just made things so much better. Okay. You want to climb onto Havoc. I'll just say that's awesome. You can climb onto Havoc, and you want to get the broom from F.
Yes, I do.
Okay. F is very surprised. You climb up onto Havoc, and you wrap your hands around the broom. She puts her hand on it as well. Why don't you give me an opposed athletics check? I'll tell you what you gotta
this.
beat.
You got this.
Yes, guidance. I
That is going to be a 22.
No!
Can Amadeus help?
Okay.
No,
he's useless.
You're lucky he doesn't give you disadvantage. Because he's still holding onto the rope.
I roll really fucking good.
You got
It's
this.
okay. It's okay.
You got this. You got this.
It didn't go in the box. It went on my keys.
Okay, understandable.
It went on my keyboard.
You don't count.
It's okay.
I got a 17.
Okay. You put your hands onto the broom. I'm gonna move you away from Amadeus here. Oh wait, move you away and put you right. Why am I measuring? Stop that.
This is so smart, Drew.
What's up?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You put your hands on the broom. So it's your hand on top, your hand on bottom, and F's hands directly in the middle. One hand on the broom, and as you go, ha ha, and you try to pull it away, F immediately grabs you by the throat.
Oh, fuck. No, I didn't even get away.
And she looks, again, it's getting difficult to like hear her basically. But just between you and her, she just says, like almost like it doesn't sound like she's angry. It almost sounds like she's just confused as she goes, "Why are you helping them?"
Sometimes I ask myself the same question. Sometimes I ask myself the same question.
She looks down to you because she can't do anything on this turn because again it's just your turn, as she looks down and just goes, I recommend you learn your history. And with that, climbing onto the broom, failing that athletics check. She's not like grappling you, it's just kind of like a roleplay interaction. Anything else you want to do?
God. Her turn is next, isn't it? No, it's not. Chaos is next.
Chaos is next, and then Tornado moves.
The tornado.
The tornado moves.
God, y'all.
How?
What's up?
Sorry to drag us out for so long.
No, you're totally
How
cool.
much like movement did I take to kind of get in this situation? 10 feet?
I'll say you took 10 feet of movement, yes.
10 feet. And if I
you
move, I'm gonna
throw
attack
Amadeus?
That'd
Can
be
you
very
throw
funny.
Amadeus? Can you throw Amadeus and then force movement doesn't provoke attacks
I mean,
of
I did.
opportunity?
The opposed athletics, I assume, was my action.
Ah.
So that would have been an attack. Yes, that would have been your
Okay.
action.
Well, I'm gonna slide down off of Havoc. Fuck. Shit.
You got
It's
this.
okay. You're doing great.
Because I want to move away, but they're gonna attack Amadeus. We'll heal him.
Why
Yeah.
don't we have any potions?
We can rebuild.
I'm going to
We can
take
The
30
foundation is
feet
good.
of
Oh, so
movement
sorry, Dad,
this
what's up?
way. So no, you're fine. I'm going to take 30 feet of movement this way to try and not be right in the tornado's path
Okay.
and hope for the damn best.
All right.
Can it be Cass pulling Amadeus so Amadeus doesn't provoke
It's
attacks?
force
of opportunity?
movement.
That is that is force movement. He basically is more like an object than a person in this fight.
He's a
Yeah, but it's up to
burden.
you. It's up to you.
Okay, no, that actually absolutely makes sense. So let me go down to if that's your full turn.
That is my full turn.
Okay,
and
we
move
go
away
into
from him.
chaos and then the tornado. On
Fuck.
the way.
Oh,
Actually,
Hey, he can't get closer to me. He can't.
well, he's not closer technically.
No, he is.
That's not closer. It's a straight line.
Yes.
Completely straight.
The head toward. I say he has to go around.
Look, the book says that line
He's
could
not
be
even
used-
on the board.
That line could be
Get-
used to hang up pictures. It is so level.
I'm saying he still has to get close to me.
He's not close to you. All right.
He's farther away from me back here than he is right now.
Ironically, well, here's the thing. Ironically enough, Cass, you look out and Chaos, who has been completely not a factor in this fight whatsoever, is starting to sandwich you between Havoc and F.
No! No!
Fuck.
All right.
Get me in there, Cherie.
Okay, which means next is the tornado's movement. 60
Just
feet.
back up.
Oh, damn.
fool.
Stop.
shit.
Oh.
Well,
True. True.
Yabbity-doo-dah. Perfect.
Stop! No! Let me tell you something.
You watch as, just due to incredibly poor planning, F and Havoc.
Oh shit!
F and Havoc look off to the tornado, and you are able to watch as F watches Cass run away. With those final words going to them, F puts down her face mask, her face guard. She takes out her shield, and you were able to watch as it, like, she puts away her longsword fully and crosses her arms and activates some kind of ability with the shield. Everyone here can give me an Arcana check really quick.
What the fuck? Stop it!
20!
Natural 20?
That's what's funny.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You both got natural 20s?
No, not me. Darby did. Drew, Fae Fiend are undead.
Yes.
So then can we make this a flat roll?
Absolutely, yes.
Then I'll just roll this again. That's a 14.
Nat 20, 14, and Hawthorne Jet.
I got like a 6.
You got like a
dude.
6?
It doesn't matter.
You're like, who gives a fuck? She's in a tornado now.
She's got my fucking broom.
Cherie and Cass, you are able to watch as F and Havoc, much more, very terrified animal goes, and disappears into the tornado. And F on the back of Havoc, not like spiraling like out of control, seemingly like locked up in position, just like almost stationary, gets sucked in the tornado as well. And Cass and Cherie, especially you, Cass, you're able to recognize a Fey artifact. That shield is a Fey artifact that is a magical weapon that is able to cast shield, and she just cast shield essentially as an action to protect herself. She
What
comes all the way
if I
back
throw
around.
What if I throw a branch in there and it acts as a stake into her heart?
And if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be
So
a
she would be a bike.
Okay. As F and Havoc and Hawthorne, your broom, are sucked away into this tornado and removed from the combat, you are all within 40 feet of the tornado. And for this, I am going to stop the music.
Ay.
My held action, I'm gonna cast guidance on Cherie.
Okay, absolutely killer.
Cast it on yourself!
No!
Okay. I'm
just gonna rely on you to save me.
I need everybody here, Amadeus included, to make a strength save DC 17.
Okay.
Can
And then we just die.
Amadeus-
We just
I was-
die.
Is
If it
there anything for Amadeus in that I am holding on to him so tight, and also he has chainmail on?
Oh!
I hate that you're smiling.
Yes, absolutely. Amadeus passes or fails if you pass or fail.
Okay, sick.
I'm about to die and you're smiling.
Trust me when I say I got this. I got you. All right. I need everybody. We're actually going to do this one at a time. Cherie? Or Kate, whatever is more appropriate.
Can I do the same thing I did before?
Sadly, no. For this,
Okay.
with everybody having to
Yep.
make the save,
Add a
Yeah.
D4, baby. Add that D4.
Bitch, you should have used it for yourself.
It's fine. I have a plus 0.
That is a 24 strength
24.
save.
Whoa.
Okay. Cherie, absolutely locking it the fuck down on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Hathor, please give me that strength save. DC 17.
Well, here's the good thing. Guidance wouldn't have mattered, okay?
Okay.
Because I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. All right.
Can you
Yeah.
flip your coin? Have you flipped your coin?
I already flipped my coin.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Cass, please give me a
Can't
strength
wait
save.
to roll a new character, guys.
DC 17.
DC, is it a what? Remind me what?
Oh, strength save.
Strength
save. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you use your channel divinity or no?
I used it already.
No, I used it already.
Okay.
That is a 7.
That is a 7.
I rolled a 5.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
A thunderstorm raging in the sky. The tornado tearing up the land, destroying everything that comes into its path. Cherie, this horse begins to fight you. It begins to go into an animalistic panic as it begins to... And with this tornado encroaching, it begins to freak out. But Cherie, with your incredible connection to animals, holding onto the reins, you are able to... It begins spinning and bucking, but you're able to keep yourself planted on, gripping it with your thighs, holding onto the reins. You remain stationary. Hathor, as the horse begins to spin, and as it bucks backwards. Yes, what's up?
Can I, just as Flair, have put my hand to the small Cherie's back almost like I knew it was coming? She feels the warmth of guidance pulse through her as Hathor just whispers quietly, "It's not your fault."
Sure, you hear this echo in your ear. Is there any reaction that you have?
In Celestial, I
Holy
say
shit,
fuck
Echo,
you.
no, not now. Echo, stop. Cut that. Cut that. Okay. Cherie, is there any reaction that you have?
Yes, in Celestial, I fuck you.
I
To
give her a
Hathor.
hug. I hug her.
Hathor, your arms wrap... yes.
Someone asked in the chat if Cass has a paladin aura.
We're only
that's
level
anything-
4. I don't have that yet.
Oh, okay. Worth a shot. Go ahead, Drew.
Your arms...
Thank you, though.
Cherie, you feel Hathor's arms wrap around you, and they slowly begin to unfurl as you look back, and it's like all this stimuli coming together at once. The horse rearing, Hathor's exhaustion. You feel Hathor's arms begin to loosen around you, and just out of the peripheral, you see Hathor fall off of the back of the horse, and her body never even hitting the ground is whisked away into the tornado. Cass, as the tornado encroaches towards you. Amadeus holding onto the rope around your waist. It is muted momentarily in your mind, but you know in this moment that Amadeus is screaming and demanding that you save him and that you find some way to remedy this, and it all just kind of drowns out. What is Cass's thoughts? Does Cass say anything? What is happening here?
Just, man, a sense of failure and also just pure rage because it does not feel fair to feel like a failure in this. He doesn't want to care this much that he has failed in this.
That sense of failure washing over you. a weightlessness begins to overtake your body, but it does not compare to the solid mass of iron in your chest that feeling brings. As you feel Amadeus's grip around the rope around your waist slip, and your vision becomes encased by storm clouds and grass and dirt, these symbols of the Pavel house, before everything goes black. Cherie, successfully passing that save. Given there are no more enemies, given there are no more really actions within this combat, the tornado sweeps past this path, only narrowly missing you and your mount. And although the skies remain blackened, the wind continues to whip. We are out of initiative as you stand there, this decimated field before you, only 120 feet away from the entrance that could have saved you all.
I book it towards the doors as fast as this horse will go.
As you book it to the doors as fast as this horse will go, the drawbridges having been closed because of obviously the storm, a guardsman sees you through the slit, like a viewing slit, and again shouting and beckoning you to come in as fast as possible. The door is opened up. You are able to expertly duck your head down, hold on to your mount that has served you well for the last 4 days, and tear off into Orb Corte, reaching safety by your lonesome. And with that, we're going to take a very short break, and we're going to come back.
So question, it's 4d6 for character stats, right? We roll that for character stats? Fuck you, Drew! Fuck you!
Oh, man.
Tune in after the break, because I can guarantee whatever you think is about to happen is
I
going
don't like
to
that.
happen. We'll see you guys soon. And we are back. Okay. Darby, would you mind checking the audio for me?
Oh yes, I'll
Okay.
check that.
Just let me know how the campfire audio, if it could be louder or quieter, or just kind of how it is with us talking. Okay. Bit of a breather. 2 PCs taken away. That is pretty intense. And, you know, we chatted during the break. But, no, emotional moments, definitely. Darby, how do we sound?
I think the campfire could be a little bit quieter, maybe.
A little bit quieter? Okay, no problem.
Just a little bit.
How is that? Quieter, louder? What do you think? How's that? I know there's a delay.
I think that's good.
Okay, absolutely perfect. Thank you. And I appreciate you doing that, helping to make the stream as best as possible. Okay. We all ready to hop back in?
Yes.
Okay. Kate, as a player, is it all right if I ask you to be a little bit patient as we shift focus?
Of course. Absolutely.
Okay. The crackling of a campfire. The flickering warmth as flames dance around the burning logs. The smell of meat roasting on a spit, perhaps a flattened stone. The chirping of crickets in the nighttime air, hiding amongst the high grasses common around Herb Corte. Darby and Moss, I need you both to flip a coin for me right now. Tell me what side you get.
Tails. Hang on, Darby has to find a coin. Also, Darby, you're muted.
Okay.
Just scrambling around.
Tails.
Tails?
Hey, we both got tails. Bestie.
The first thing that comes to you outside of these senses, besides the campfire and the smell of meat and the complacent silence of those that are eating, Cass and Hathor, both of you, you feel a deep pain before your eyes even open. It is rooted down into your bones, which then echoes out to every muscle, every tendon, every sense that you have. You begin, both of you, to open your eyes. And both of you have been reduced down to 1 HP. You have no spell slots. Hathor, your exhaustion levels have been reset. But besides the mechanics of the exhaustion levels, this long rest has done nothing to restore any of your physical or magical abilities. Both of your eyes begin to open. And I want a quick rollies between the two of you, just a flat d20 roll, to see who we're going to focus on first.
I got a 17.
17?
14.
14. Cass, and Hathor, you're able to see this as well, but we're going to focus in on Cass's perspective first. Cass, your eyes begin to open, and you're able to see exactly what was described, the smells and the sights. You see a campfire, one lone campfire in the center of what looks like a traveling troupe. You see 4 carriages surrounding you, like kind of acting as makeshift walls, keeping the elements out. You're able to see figures sitting on rocks and chairs set up around here. You're able to see these cuts of meat being roasted on these slats of stone and these metal spikes. As you look to your left, you are able to see a hulking figure sitting on a box with a plate right in front of them. Again, massive thighs and massive calves, broad shoulders, flowing black hair. Unarmored, but wrapped in bandages around her chest, around her shoulder, around her knee. You are able to see an unarmored F. She continues eating, looks over to you, Cass, and says, "Surprised you're awake so quickly."
I'm hardier than people think.
As you speak back to her, she says, "And surprised you can still talk so clearly, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised."
How so?
She stands up and she walks with a significant limp over to the fire roasting the meat, and she stakes a cut of this meat with her fork. She places it on her plate and begins walking away from you without answering that question. As your eyes trail over, you are able to see that she is walking to a figure who is being bathed in this orange light of the fire. And you are able to see, I don't have any photos, but you are able to see what looks like an abnormally large dog sitting in a chair. You are able to see a wolfkin Again, that kind of like dog folk race we were discussing before. And Cass and Hathor, you would both know this is Sherietto Pavalakwa. Hathor still coming too, but again, you would just know to clock all of this like once you wake up. And we're going to get to you in a little bit. There's one little piece of information that I'm saving for a little bit later. So Sherietto Pavalakwa, just a quick description of what he looks like. He's very old, as described via your conversation. You're able to see, again, he's a wolf. He has triangular pointed ears. He has an elongated snout. He has brown eyes. He has like a black rounded nose. And he has a streak of black cutting through his gray fur. But you're able to notice that, like, peppered among his whiskers, almost white fur, like salt being sprinkled upon him, and drooping jowls. He is showing his age very obviously, but he's dressed in a very formal way, like a padded cloak over his shoulders, like a crossed formal gown inlaid with gold, and his legs are covered with a thick cowhide blanket. And you wonder as to why until your eyes meet the chair itself, and you realize that his legs are covered because he's sitting in a wheelchair. Now, this isn't a modern wheelchair by any standards, but it's made of light brown wood with two large black metal wheels in the front and two smaller black iron wheels stabilizing in the back, with a footrest underneath the almost wicker chair to keep his feet from, dragging as he moves. And he sits there. F approaches him, hands him this plate with the steak, and says, "Eat." He looks up to F and goes, No, I could not think to. With so much excitement. And F goes, "Please, eat." Sherietto takes the plate, and he, again, dog snout essentially, goes, and he chews several times before regurgitating the meat and spitting it out. Cass, give me a quick medicine check. That's a 2? Must not have been cooked very well.
Nope.
Sherietto looks as you're kind of like pressing yourself up. Is there any initial reaction as you keep like looking around and you notice like these figures and these kind of like these like gaunt kind of hunched figures like eating and making preparations around these like wagons? What do you do as you're coming to?
Just sort of staying very still, taking the moment to kind of take everything in, evaluate what's going on.
I heard that, yes.
Taking the moment to take in everyone around me and any threats, what kind of creatures these might be, any weapons, and just taking everything in before doing anything.
As you look around, you notice two more things. You kind of take in these other figures besides F and Sherietto, and, well, actually, I'll say three things. One, all these figures, again, gaunt, and they're all eating vampire spawn. The ones that survived the Laughter House explosion. You're also able to recognize that as you look up, it is nighttime above you. The campfire in between all of you being the only illumination helping you right now. Meaning also that some time has passed, given it was morning when you were riding and the tornado swept you away. And the third thing that you notice is that your hands and feet are bound by metal shackles.
Okay.
And do you know when you reach into the freezer for either a bottle of alcohol or maybe ice cream, and there's that kind of frost that grows around it where when you touch it, it's cold, but a painful cold. Not like you need to like drop like a hot pan, but it just makes you kind of like, it just stings a bit. is the feeling that you get from it, and it feels like your magical abilities are restricted while in these binds. Sherietto looks over, seeing that you're awake, as F says to him, "We'll try again later," and takes the stake away. Sherietto goes, and like you see, like his head moves very slowly, and his wheelchair kind of creaks as he looks and goes, "Buenos noche, F. I wish to speak. Please, take him over here." F goes, "As you wish." F stomps her way over to you and says, just to you, Cass, "You can crawl, you can walk, or I can drag you. What do you prefer?"
I'll try to walk, thanks.
Yeah,
and I'll try to stand up and kind of shuffle over.
You stand, and everything hurts. Everything is sore. Everything feels wrong. It is an inhuman amount of pain, but you are able to, and you're able to stand yourself up and walk your way over to Sherietto. F pulls a chair from one of the carriages and places it right behind you, and gestures for you to sit.
I kind of warily look at her, and then I sit down.
As you sit down, Sherietto goes, "Your voice, it is the one that I heard over the ascending stone, correct?"
Correct.
"I will say, even though I was within the carriages, what a hunt. And to be here, to be speaking with you, to be victorious one last time, you've brought me peace."
Glad one of us found peace in all this.
"Perhaps you will as well. F has told me much about you. What is your name?"
You can call me the Honorable Viscount Cassiano Alwyn Pavel.
He looks at you, and he blinks several times, and goes, "Why?"
Because that's what I have people calling me right now.
"You are he switches to Ancient Sylvan, and he says, "You are speaking to someone who understands. There is no need for charades anymore. But I will tell you right now that if you think I am unwise, if you would please," and F stands up. She walks behind one of the carriages, and you're able to hear a like a little bit of scuffling, and you're able to hear chains rattling once again as Amadeus is brought around the carriage so that you can see him. And Sherietto looks at you and goes, It's a bit if you will, sit him down for me and fetch a bowl of water." F does exactly as she's commanded, sits Amadeus down just into the dirt, and goes to fetch a bowl of water. And Sherietto nods to you and hands it over to you. Hathor, you begin to come to. As you begin to come to, you see everything that I previously described. You see these figures, you see F, you see Sherietto, you see all these vampires spawn, the night sky, the campfire. And then you see, again, back to you, Cass. Cass, I have a question for you. Who are you thinking about in this moment?
Gosh. I am thinking about Hathor. Did I see her when did I clock her that she was
Yes,
there?
you
when
would know
woke
that
up?
she was right next to you.
Hmm.
Fully limp, not moving.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about Hathor, who, as far as I know, is still unconscious right behind me. And I am thinking about Amadeus in front of me. And I think of Cherie too, and I think of Alwyn Pavel back at the castle with neither of us there.
Hathor, you scanning the environment.
I'm like trying to pretend to be unconscious too.
You're, but again, clocking everything around here. No one noticing that you're awake yet. You see Cass with their back to you. But then you realize that it couldn't be Cass. And there is a strange sensation that comes over you as you notice that the figure that you're looking at their back has flowing pink hair. As that pink hair trails down their back, you then watch as this like thinner frame begins to expand in a way as the hair begins to turn black. And finally, the hair retracts back into the head. The frame slims out once more and becomes a bald head with an obvious beard poking out underneath. Cass, as you're looking down into this bowl of water, you watch as your face changes based upon who you are thinking about. And your power has been fractured because of this horrendous injury that you suffered. Hathor, do you have any reaction to this?
Can I make like a... Is this a changeling?
I say nothing. Sherrieto looks over to you, Cass, once more. And you realize that, again, you can't see your own appearance as it's changing unless you're looking down at this bowl of water. And Sherrieto says, "Now, again." And he starts speaking common, just so, Hathor's included. "We come from the same place. Would you like to tell me your name, or continue with this meaningless pageantry?"
You can call me Wax.
Wax,
Some people call me the candle maker.
the candle maker. Our research has been looking for you. You work so incredibly well in this new world of evil people pretending to be good.
That's what they want more than anything else.
Sherrieto looks over and goes, "Cassiano, you sly dog. I didn't think you were that wise." And Cassiano Pavel looks between you, Wax, and Sherrieto, and wordlessly nods his head with nothing to say. Hathor, you're seeing this entire interaction. Is there anything that you do?
I think she gets to her knees. And I think she just... It's hard to see what she's looking at because her eyes are completely black.
Mm.
And it's not rage or anger, it's just defeat.
Shariato sees you come to your knees and says,
Well, Wax, your friend is awake. If you would please.
and F once again walks over to you, Hathor, and gives you the same choice as gave Wax, and says, you can crawl, you can walk, or I can drag you.
She just gets to her feet.
You go to your feet. Hathor, you can feel that your magical ability is being blocked by your binds as well. Now you look down, and around your wrists right now is just hempen rope. It is just twirled rope, essentially. But you notice that it's wet. And it's staying wet regardless of how long you have been in these restraints. And Hathor, this is a substance that is only black market dealt with in the Arbor, because it is essentially a death sentence within Kipyup. It is the antithesis to any cleric's abilities. These ropes have been doused with unholy water.
She just kind of snarls at it. And contemplates how quickly she'd get the shit kicked out of her if she tried to bite through them.
F goes, no. No. Don't.
No mouth. She just stands there. She's kind of got this vacant look in her eye. So, what happens now?
F kind of nudges you in the back to make you kind of walk over towards where who you used to know as Cass, sitting in this chair, as Shariato looks and goes,
Well, we will chat. We will have a fine conversation, and we shall sleep merrily through the day. And then come tomorrow night, we will take back Herb Corte. We shall take back my home. And I shall awake the great history that lies across these plains.
looks at you, Hathor, and goes, kind of, here, give me 1 second. Give me a quick deception check.
Fuck.
Damn, Shariato. Goddamn.
And
10. With an 18, Shariato looks at you, sees your black eyes, looks over at Wax, and goes,
Oh, you didn't know. Oh, you devil, you.
Author, there's a moment where Wax looks over at you and you can see that they're kind of shaking and their form kind of flickers again, and looking at you, you just see your own face staring back at you, kind of blanched, looking just immensely distressed. Mouth keeps opening and closing, looking for words, doesn't have any. Glances down, realizes that the hands are pink, kind of squeezes their eyes shut and focuses for a second until you see the face that you've known as Cassiano staring back at you, but it's a conscious effort.
Do you have a real form?
I do.
Do you like it?
It's mine.
Maybe if we live through this, you can show it to me sometime.
I hope so too.
Hmm. Do I have my sending stones on me?
Give me a quick perception check. You would know that they're not on you right now. And also, Cass, if you want to give me a perception check as well. Or Wax. I'll relearn it. Whatever feels best.
Can't get advantage. Can't get advantage.
Cass, if you want to help out Hawthor, I'll allow
Yeah, I'll
that,
help
but-
Hather. I'll help Hather. Cass is looking at you with the saddest eyes you've ever seen, and you feel
like
bolstered.
a kicked puppy. 19.
19. You, Hawthor, you quickly scan the environment, and you're able to see, set up next to one of the carriages, very, very modest dwellings, but a proper kind of like tarp bed on top of some extended like X crosses, basically. You're able to see a small little sleeping area, presumably for F. And in front of this tarp bed, you're able to see a chest. And the reason that your eyes focus on this chest is because behind the chest, too big to fit in it, is your broom laying behind it.
Can I lift my bound hands up to my throat, and is Higgy's charm still on my necklace?
They did not take Higgy's charm. No.
I think she grips it so hard her knuckles turn white. And then she puts her hands down. She's not sitting.
Mm-hmm.
She's standing this whole time. She just says, you know, I'm not from here, so I don't know much about this place. But it seems to me like a lot of you don't know what's happened. Like a lot of you've been asleep.
Sharietto breathes in deeply, and he breathes out, and you can hear like a rattle in his lungs as he says,
See, I understand that you most likely met some of my fellow countrymen out in the field wandering. Many of them so ignorant as to what happened, but sadly I am burdened with knowledge.
So what happens when you take the castle? You kick everybody out. What are you gonna do?
Die? No, but put things back to the way they were before we were betrayed.
Will that make you feel better?
I'll be dead, but it will give me peace to know the plan was seen through.
Betrayed by who?
he looks at the fire with a gaze of that of an old man remembering stories from generations ago. And can both of you please give me an insight check?
Threw it on the ground.
It's gone. 16?
Threw it on the ground.
19.
19. Hathor, the ability to empathize with anybody. And you see the pain within his eyes of someone who was betrayed by a close friend. And Cass, you start putting it together. And ironically enough, it's all got to come back to Pinecone.
Oh,
Hey, everybody,
shit.
I'm Pinecone.
Pinecone's story, told to Blurso, hunted down by humans, and then waking up with you, essentially. Some kind of coup from humans, beings not of the Feywild, such as yourself. And then you mentioned it before. Pavelakwa. The Pavels. And Cass, in your mind, you've been with these people, you've been working with them for months at this point, if not years. And you realize that, again, the ancient history of Allatour, the first Pavels, their names were not Pavel. They stole the names of those that they bested and changed it to suit them.
You see, I'm not quite sure. I don't have all the information yet, but I'm not quite sure whose side I want to be on.
In my experience, I was never a person who believed that the ends justify the means. But now, I guess if cruel and vicious means are the only options, what other choice do we have?
We always have a choice.
Not you both. You asked what is going to happen, and I do wish to apologize. I do not want to kill either of you. That is the reason why you are both in front of me right now, entertaining me with such wonderful conversation. If it... You can see me. I am trapped within this horrid body with only one final bout of action to my name, and I must save it for a special occasion. You should be thanking her.
And Shariato points to F, as Shariato says,
She was the one, along with my dogs, who dragged your dead and broken bodies back to me, where we made camp. And after much convincing, I think she's taken a shining to both of you. Because she requested that I bring you back. That you would be valuable soldiers to have. But clearly you have not turned yet. So there is a bit of time. But it will happen. And soon you shall be under my command.
Hathor, as you pull on Higgy's charm, a trickle of blood begins to come down and coat the inside of your hand. And as you open up your hand and you recognize that, you realize that the trickle of blood is coming from the nape of your neck.
I get real close to his face. I lean in. You may not know, where I come from. But where I come from, nobody tells me what to do. And you may think that's a bratty child sneering in your face. But I will have hell burn over first before you take my freedom. I will be broken and dead and free. And I lean back.
You lean back, and it's almost like you tunneled vision into that speech as you realize that F basically put a dagger to your neck as you got that close to Sharietto, and just fearlessly you just took that and then just backed right back up as Sharietto says,
I will admit, I have to respect the undying attachment to freedom that comes with youth. If I was your age once again with your strength to run the path of the cow and the sheep and the pig, oh, how glorious it is. But you say that you are not from here. You have Allatour blood in you now.
Add it to the fucking pile.
Cass, you're able to feel a pain on the nape of your neck as well.
Just sort of looks at the blood in his hand that changes into F's, changes back into Hathor's, changes to Cherie's, turns back to Cassiano. And just kind of sighs. And just looks up to Hathor and Carietto.
Do you both smell that? It's
a little bitch.
It's something necessary. It's something that you need. And as you feel the back of your neck, both of you, simultaneously, it's the scent that hits you first. And you look over, and both of your visions begin to tunnel on that meat cooking on the stone.
No.
Rare meat, the scent sizzling up. And both of you feel something very strange, constant among both of you, as you feel towards that wound on the nape of your neck. You don't feel two punctured holes, but instead you feel chunks of skin missing and hair growing around the wound. You would both know it immediately. Hathor, having helped cure it many times. Cassiano, having possibly seen this take place in certain Fey reenactments. You have both been infected with lycanthropy.
Yeah, the curveball.
That is easier to cure, so okay.
Sharietto looks over as like both of you kind of focus in on those like two cuts of, and by the way, it is a lamb that's being, sheep that's being cooked right now. As Sharietto goes,
Go on. Eat. You will need your strength.
No.
Wax is going to form shifts again to look like Charietto.
ooh,
It goes up to the fire with the bound hands. Takes a handful of meat, looks at Hathor, turns into Heather, turns back into Cass, and takes a bite.
It tastes rare and of iron and of the delectable flavors of the carcinogens of the one burn side, and it's perfect.
And eating that, and also hopefully getting a little bit more clarity beyond the tunnel vision, finally eating something, I want to look over to Cassiano. Does he look like he's been bitten or turned at all?
With no check necessary, the last thing to be described this session, you watch as his head is kind of bobbing up and down as he turns his head to one side. You are able to notice 2 puncture wounds on his neck. As F looks over to both of you and says, well, that one just couldn't wait.
Like, she did that one first?
So F bit Cassiano. Cassiano has vampirism. Both of you have lycanthropy.
Oh, because F can only bite one person at a time, or?
Yeah, and also because both of you presumably might be more valuable with lycanthropy, like being a continuation of Sharietto, and also because you two are just more powerful individuals, so it's possible that her vampirism couldn't transfer to you in that like sudden moment, because she's also very wounded right now as well, so... But with all of those factors there, Sharietto just says,
You are free to, rest and speak if you wish, but come tomorrow evening. We're going to ride into Herb Corte. And then the fun really begins.
Allatour just starts praying, starts reciting her poems and her prayers to Aphrodite, and she gets real close to the fire, kneels down in front of it, and then puts her hands in it.
and Wax, what do you do?
Wax spends a while standing behind you, Hother, watching you do that. Eventually kind of approaches kind of slowly a foot or two away, like he doesn't feel he can sit close to you, and just sits down and watches you.
You know, Wax, she doesn't look away from the fire. It's lucky.
What's lucky?
I already got to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
If morning comes and I have even a shred of my free will left, I'm going to get you that broom. And you're going to tell Cherie it's not her fault. My hand's in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Does it burn away the rope? I'm trying to do this subtly, quietly, stealthily. Not my whole hand in the fire, but like close enough that like it's maybe starting to smolder at one end.
What an incredible idea. And Wax, as you hear Hathor say this, as your eyes trail into the fire and you stare at her hands and the binds around her wrists, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh boy!
Ladies and gentlemen, did we all have a good time?
I don't trust
yeah.
you anymore.
Ow!
Oh my god! I was not expecting werewolves at all.
You bitch.
Werewolf. Werewolf.
You bitch. So we're playing tomorrow night. No, we can't.
We're playing Empire.
We're playing.
Oh
We're playing
my
Sunday night.
gosh.
Oh, yes.
We're playing again soon, right?
So, fun fact about that, which I will spoil right now. In an effort to not have to bog down the next Allatour session with a split narrative of trying to catch the timelines up, what would we all say to Misadventures Cherie Part 1?
Say, hell yeah!
It's just gonna be the Pavels like chewing you out.
Oh no!
That's what she deserves.
So we need
No,
a
it's
detox.
not.
We need a detox after all that. Holy shit. Okay, so
Oh, doggy.
yes, so
Literally.
he's a werewolf. Fun fact about that, a little bit of a bait and switch there. And both of you have lycanthropy. Now, here's the good thing about that. Lycanthropy is a Shadowfell unseelie thing, and both of you are very adept at fighting against those. Which is why, so, to put it in perspective here, Cassiano Pavel, the real one, is probably going to become a vampire spawn in the next 2 days. Like, he's just a regular guy who has no resistance to this whatsoever. You guys have more time than that. You guys have more than 24 hours. Most likely around, like, and of course, I'm not going to give an exact date about this, but you have enough time to find a solution to it. Make sense? That's number one. Number two, yeah, Shariato just kind of was happy just to hang out with you guys for a little bit.
Using man.
He's just a happy old guy, you know?
I hate
That's
him.
Peepaw.
Yeah, he's fucking scary
hate
as
him.
shit.
He's very
He
scary.
doesn't. He just makes Hathor angry. He doesn't scare her.
And,
man.
oh yeah, and also the one more thing that I will say.
There's only one person in the entire world that scares Hathor, and it is Yasa
It
Six
is
Spiral.
Six Spiral.
I was gonna say it's commitment.
That too. Hey.
But what I will say is that he mentioned that he has like one more like hunt in him. Basically, you get the sense that because he is a werewolf who can seemingly control his lycanthropy, he has one more transformation left in him, and after that he's spent no matter what. I saw I was looking at reactions when I said it, but very commonly with dogs and with wolves, when they can't eat anymore, it's a sign that the end is coming quickly. Which also shows, like, a fun fact about vampirism in this game is that if you are old and like it can never, at least from what brought these dudes back, and this is not going to apply to really anything else besides just these dudes, but the way that he was seemingly revived after 800 years, he was super old before, and it just brought him back to his previous oldness. Like, it didn't make him young. Like, it just...
Oh my gosh.
It's like, what the
I
fuck?
I want to know F's deal.
Oh, also,
What's up with her?
Also, by the way, Darby, you fucking liar, you. We've been yanking chain.
Fucker. We have been doing this for what, 20 episodes now?
I think this is the
almost a year.
longest secret I have kept in any game. Has been
Wow.
this.
Wow.
So,
I'm shocked that it took this long after getting to the Pavels. To
I
the
was like,
Earth
why do
Forte.
they treat you so different? It's the same thing that happened with Reika. I was like, why are they treating why is she freaking out? I don't understand.
There were so many little questions and little things that didn't line up, and it was all slowly on a collision course.
Darby and I talked about it a lot, but like the biggest indicator, because I've been dropping. If you go back and rewatch all the episodes or whatever, anytime like anything about Cass's past is brought up, things just don't make sense or very kind of vague. Especially in the Pavel house, where my
Like,
favorite,
why'd you avoid the guards?
and
Because
also
there's only supposed to be one.
two things that I'm very proud of. Number one, when I think Kate asked me like, "Oh, how many kids did Cass's mom have?" What was her name again? Her name was
Marguerite.
Oh, she was so nice.
Marguerite.
And
God,
she
that-
doesn't know.
No.
Everybody else knows.
And there was this great moment where I think Kate was like, "How many kids are there?" And I was like, "Oh, she's had like 3 kids," which just is not true. And then I immediately go like, "Well, no, I mean 3 births and 1 was with twins." So
I was like, okay.
Also,
That's a buy one, get one free.
something that I need you guys to know. When I started calling the real Cassiano Amadeus when we were discussing what was going on and the plan to go get him, that is a name that I made up on the spot.
Wow.
During that session. And Drew texted me, like, you could watch in the game, you could see the kind of like text going back and forth, but Drew texted me, "Did we talk about that?" And I was like, "Nope, I made it up right now."
and my immediate text
Oh
back
my God.
was Alwyn doesn't know that, so he was gonna call Cassiano a different name, which would have. It's like, "Oh yes, our little nickname for Amadeus, Shoveler," or fucking whatever.
Shoveler.
Shit shoveler. Shoveler.
The most beautiful woman man
Oh,
in the
yeah,
world.
His name is Bartholomew, but we call him Amadeus. That's his nickname.
Yeah. And also my little favorite hint towards that was when Wax, Adelia, and Alwyn were talking about Hathor and Cherie, and I think Darby, your guy picked up on like, oh, like Adelia wants to fuck Hathor basically, and you mentioned that, and Adelia said, "Thank you for making me admit that in front of my father," which is a really weird thing to say
Yeah.
if it's both of your fathers. So
Yeah.
yes,
Are you a changeling? What are you? What are you?
What am I?
What am I? What are any of us?
What are any of us?
yes.
Hathor over
You're-
here
you're a
being like,
werewolf.
"Man, why are y'all's secrets so fucking important to this goddamn world? Like, am I the only one with normal secrets of like, oh, I'm afraid of the dark?
No.
Nope.
You've got some sort of weird secrets going on. You had weird visions
Yeah.
of strange angel-y gods that said you
That's
stole
just me.
things.
That's just me talking to my god.
You
You're over
know,
here being
there's
like,
something.
I'm
Your
not
god is
actually-
sussy.
You're like, I'm not actually a real person. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, the most intense thing in the world. Hold on, bring it back to campfire.
Oh man, oh
And then
man.
fucking Cherie over here being like, actually, we're all clones. Sorry about that.
So also,
Oops, did I forget to mention that?
what I wanted to mention on stream was so I'll let it be known right now. The approach to Herb Corte was designed to be one. That was designed. So, like, this was not me being like railroad into giving you werewolf disease. No, it was more like if you guys would have all gotten to the castle, wholly other roleplay would have gone down. I think I talked with Kate a little bit about it, like what would have gone down. But the battle was designed to be won. It was very funny to me as a DM watching you guys zigzag down the middle as if you could outrun it. Moss, you mentioned this to me a little bit before, and it was during the Laughter House where it was like, oh, do you want F to jump off the roof and break the horse's back or just tackle it? And you said to me, neither. I'd want neither of those options. And that stuck in my head for this because the obvious option, at least from what I saw with you guys, was either and try to cross paths with the tornado or run directly away from it. If you guys look back at the actual map and the spacing of it all, if you would have not moved, the tornado would have just passed you by.
Yep.
It was the unseen third option. It was just the
Yep.
presentation of what
Yep.
could have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In
Yep.
our defense, we were being chased.
That is true. That is true.
Oh my god.
We had levels of
Allatour.
exhaustion.
Is Hathor undead? Are we undead right now?
Okay, so again, it works a little bit differently, because again,
Is Cassiano undead?
they've when he fully changes, he will be, yes. But okay, and again, the rules of how this is gonna work is gonna be a little bit different, because of like, look, it's not like he is dead permanently, and if you change him back, he just dies. Like, we're gonna mess around with that. The rules of vampirism and lycanthropy in D&D, just core, are kind of lame, honestly. Where with lycanthropy, it's like, oh, you get a D6 for melee attacks, and that's literally it. And I'm like, that fucking sucks. And so we're gonna do some custom stuff that I'm gonna lay out to you guys. But you guys have basically entry-level lycanthropy, which will give you benefits and will give you some downsides. So get ready for
we
that.
get
We
dental?
just.
Well, you're gonna have some more teeth.
wait a minute.
So...
Wait a minute. You should have led with that. You should have led with that. That would have been much more. Hang on. Hey Drew.
Yo, what's up?
When I get it,
When
what
I get
would
it.
you say to like a cure disease?
Ooh, how interesting.
Oh, I hate when he says it like that.
So that's super cool. So I remember back in Four Winds, Dura got bit by a werewolf. And it was like, oh, you have 6
Doug did
rounds.
remove-
What's up?
Never mind. You go.
Oh, and at least from what I remember, it was like, oh, you have 4 rounds or whatever until you become a werewolf and you just start attacking everybody. And Doug was able to go up and cure disease or like remove curse basically and remove that lycanthropy.
Curse, which is a fucking 3rd level spell.
Which
I might also have when we hit level. We just have to hit level 5 before we turn into werewolf.
The problem with that though is that you guys currently it's not like you guys, it's currently a part, you are infected with it. It is now like a part of your biology. It's not like a progressing disease. Well, it is progressing. You're already infected with stage 1 basically. That kind of makes sense.
Fuck.
But hey, as you said, lycanthropy is easier to cure. So
the flow chart for what Hathor's decisions are all fucking so sad, dude. Now they're all just like real fucking bummers. They're just like, oh, because like if she turns into a werewolf, she's not gonna be around. She's not gonna be here.
Werewolf buddy.
Oh,
She's
werewolf.
never gonna
No,
see
I've
Iggy
been-
again.
No! It could be
Stop
good.
saying shit like that.
Sorry.
It could be hot.
It could be hot.
but with all of that,
Up for her.
With
She
the-
doesn't want it.
with the massive reveal out of the way,
I don't want it.
with me now having to get Darby's frame updated. That's where we're gonna be
What
signing
does
off
your
for tonight.
character look like? What does Wax look like? Oh, you haven't shown us.
I don't know yet.
With all of that, everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for sticking around if you did, and we hope you enjoy it. And tune in next time for Allatour and whatever the hell's gonna happen there. But before all of that, Misadventures Cherie. So get very excited, everybody. See y'all later. Peace out.
Night.